Hello crafters, it's Dawn here from Dawn's Inspirations. Today I wanted to share a product with you that I'm going to be using. I'm going to do several little taster little videos to show you different techniques that you can do using your Spectrum Noir Aqua Tints. These are new from Spectrum Noir and you can get these from Crafter's Companion. They come in 6 boxes, different colour palettes for each box. We've got Perfectly Primary, so as you would suggest, primary colours in that one. We've got Beautifully Grunge, which there again is a bit more the distressed grunge look, if that's the type of thing you're after. We've got Bright and Beautiful, so you've got nice bright colour palettes there. We've got Pretty Pastels, there again that suggests very more pastel subtle shades, if that's the type of colouring that you like to do. We've got Landscapes, does what it says on the tin, all your nice landscape colours. And then you've got your Essentials. In your Essentials you're going to get 2 white aqua tints, 2 black, 1 metallic silver and 1 metallic gold. And these are a perfect complement if you were just going to buy 1 or 2 boxes of the main packs, because by adding obviously a touch of black or a touch of white you can totally change the colour palette again. And with using the silver and the gold, they give a nice mica, if they've got the mica powder in them, they are a thicker consistency and you get totally different looks again. But as I go through the little videos I'll be using these and showing what you can do with them. So if you could only invest in 1 or 2 of the boxes of the actual aqua tints themselves, I would definitely say get hold of an Essentials pack as well, because it will make your colour palette go even further and you can do so much more with it. So I'll just show you what you get in the box. So I've opened one up here ready, and this is all the things you're going to get in the box. So in the box you're going to get 6 of your aqua tints. As I say with the Essentials, you get 2 white and 2 black, because obviously the black and the white you are going to use quite a lot. But with the others you get 6 different shades entirely. On each bottle, your aqua tint comes in a bottle of 50 ml, which is a nice secure lid to it. And on the side you'll see a number. This one is 06, and what I tend to do is put my numbers on the top of the bottles, purely so when you've opened that bottle lid you're going to have residue inside the lid. Now if I went to put that on the lighter yellow colour, that will cross-contaminate the colours and I don't want that, so that's why I number my lids. Okay, so you get your 6 colours. Now the aqua tints are a concentrated liquid paint, so they're a liquid water paint, so they are quite as you can see quite liquid in format. Okay, but they are very highly pigmented, so they will colour a large range of things, from paper to tissue to cartons, plastic, woods. So they are, you know, anything absorbent like cotton wool balls, material. So they are very highly pigmented, and also you'll find with them a little drop goes a long way. So that's why they are as they are. As you can see, they are quite liquid in form. I wouldn't suggest shaking the bottles when you use them. The only ones you need to shake are the mica ones, like the silver and the gold that we've spoken about, because you've got the mica powder in there, so I would suggest you shook them before you use them. And the black and the white have more of an acrylic feel to them. If I open it up I'll show you. They're a different consistency, so there again I would suggest shaking those, but the others you do not need to shake at all. I mean, here's the gold, and as you can see it does look quite liquid, but then when I turn it to the side you can see all that mica and the paint is at the bottom of the bottle and all the liquid bits at the top. So if I use that straight with my pipette I'm going to lose all that colour. So with the gold and the silver I would definitely recommend giving it a good shake up to get that going, so you then have that mica going all the way through your liquid. The white and the silver are a different texture as well. They are liquid still, but not as fluid as you can see in the normal aqua tints. They are a bit thicker because of the pigment in them. So there again, you may need to shake these up as well. Okay, so that's the difference with those. So this is what you're getting in your box. So I'll just pop these ones away because I've got a set out already to show you. Each of them come in their box, which is quite handy for storage. As you can see, quite a nice neat box, and also with the writing the right way, you know which way you're standing them up so they're not stood up on their lids. So in here you're going to get 6 pipettes, and that means you've got one for each colour of the ink that you're using, or the colour tint that you're using. Now I've used some of these already and I've washed them out, and as you can see, even with washing them out, you do get some of the aqua tint still left in the pipette. So I'm going to probably go through as well with a permanent marker and number my pipettes as well, so I keep the right number with the right aqua tint, so I don't cross-contaminate my colours. You know, you're investing a lot of money in these, and they will last a long time because, as I say, a little goes a long way. So, you know, you want to take care and look after them. So you get your 6 pipettes, and you also get 3 paint brushes in each box. So every box you've got your 6 pipettes and 3 paint brushes, and the brushes come in a size 10, a size 8 and a size 6. So you've got a nice different array of brushes there, which are perfect. And then also you get the actual tray that all your little bottles will stand in. So this is the tray they stand in. So this is perfect to use for a mixing colour palette if you want to do that, or just for actually storing them in on your desk, because then that way you're not going to get any spillages. When I'm working with them, I tend to undo the lids, and then I've got my pipettes in them, and then by having them stood in here, they're not going to get knocked over or anything like that at all. When you look at the pipette, it's hard probably to see under the light here, but they are marked up with mils all the way along. So if you were wanting to do colour mixing, if I pick some up here, I don't know whether you can still see it here, it's got 1, 2 and 3 mils. So if you wanted to do colour mix with some black, you could put, say, 1 mil of your colour and then say 1 mil of black, or half a mil of black, or 1.5 mils. So you can work out the colour palette that you want, mix your colour. If you make a note of it, if you run out and want to mix some more, you know exactly what you've used. So the pipettes are nicely marked up for you, all ready to go, which is perfect. So, and they're just very easy. Drop it all out and away you go again. The other nice thing I also like about the tray it comes in, if I just take this out here, is if you do go ahead and use it to mix your colour, so I'll put that colour in there. I've mixed my colour up and I want to use it, that's fine. But if I'm just using this colour straight from here to do a project, and this is the neat colour straight from the bottle, not mixed with anything else at all, I haven't got to just wash that away once I've finished. With my pipette, if I squeeze the end, I can then suck up the aqua tint and put it back into my bottle. So I'm not wasting any of my aqua tint. And if you tilt this to one side, if I try and do it gently here, so you can just suck up your aqua tint and pop back in your bottle, so you're not going to waste any of that at all. So apart from just wiping that round right at the end, you can then save all that. So I've hardly wasted anything there at all, and I could even go in with the paintbrush and use that on another project as well. So that's what you get in the box, and that's your aqua tints. I'll just put them to one side because I wanted to talk to you also about paper, because I know some of you will ask that question as well. I tend to use the Sheena Douglas white stamping card when I'm using my aqua tints. This is very good card. It soaks the aqua tints in, but they don't go all the way through. I mean, here's a piece of card. I've soaked this with a paintbrush with that purple, so you can see it takes the colour beautifully, nice and flat, but on the other side it hasn't gone through at all. So it's really good for taking the paper nice and smooth. Dries quickly. You can use a heat gun on it, but it does dry really quickly as well. And as I say, the colour doesn't go through. So I would recommend the Sheena Douglas white stamping card, which you can get from Crafter's Companion. And the other card, if you wanted a more watercoloured effect, I would use the Crafter's Companion watercolour card, and that's got the like a watercolour card effect on the top. It's got that mottled textured effect. So if you wanted more of that effect from your work, I would use the Crafter's Companion watercolour card. So they're the two types of card that I would use when using my aqua tints. What I tend to do with my card is, when I get it, is I get the A4 sheets and I chop it into 4, so I've got nice manageable pieces to use. So that's what I do, and then if I'm making lots of backgrounds, I let them dry, and then they're ready to be matted and layered to put on a project. So that's the type, that's what I tend to do with them. Rather than using a whole A4 sheet, I cut it into 4, and that's perfect to cut down and mat and layer and put on a card, or just put on the front of a card like that. So that's what I tend to do with them, but of course it's personal choice, but I like to get as much as I can out of the products that I'm using. So that's the cardstock I would use. The only other thing you're going to need is obviously some good paint brushes. I'm using the Crafter's Companion ones here again. These are the Sheena Douglas Paint Fusion ones, so they're the paint brushes as well as I'm using, and the ones that you can get in your kit. And then obviously a good roll of kitchen paper is essential for mopping up after you've tried all the different things out. So these are the Spectrum Noir aqua tints. I'm going to do lots of little short videos just showing you some different ideas that you can do with them. So I'm Dawn from Dawn's Inspirations, and I hope I've inspired you to get your aqua tints and have a go at making some different backgrounds and different techniques with me to bring your crafting to a different level.